So Fox News, as always, they're always, in my own opinion, they're always trying to sow a seed of division into the minds of Americans. As you can see on your screen right now, on Fox News, they show this on the screen. And what they were trying to do is to make Americans mad, especially their viewers. They want to make their viewers mad about Mamdani, about how he's handling New York, about the Democratic Party, about socialism in the Democratic Party. This is what they put on the screen. And to be honest with you folks, this backfired. It backfired because, as you can see on the screen, we have Medicare for all, college for all, housing for all, teach 2 hours work week, tax the rich, Green New Deal, free Palestine. All these things, most of all these things, I would say most Americans agree with this. This is what the people want. This is what an average American wants. An average American wants Medicare. He wants college. He wants housing for all. He wants 2 hours work week. All of these things are the things average American wants. And they put it on Fox News just to paint Mamdani socialism in a bad way. And it backfired. It really backfired, as you can see, which is incredible. I've said this before, and I must say it again. I don't really understand why folks still follow the Republican Party. Because to me, almost all the things they do screams of incompetence. Just look at the trade fair. The trade fair, state fair that was made to celebrate American 250th birthday. It was meant to be a magnificent celebration. We see interviews and, folks from different parts of the world talking about this trade fair as one of the worst. You can see empty spaces. People don't really want to come. You can see power outages. You can see all things that should not be seen in America. In fact, those things that happen, you should probably see those things in third world countries. But here you have it in America. And everything they do screams of incompetence. I'm going to show you, and this is not the first time, they've been doing this. It's not the first time. For the past few weeks, for the past few months, I would say, Fox News and the Republicans have been trying to sow a seed of fear into the minds of Americans. Why? Because I believe they are afraid. They can see the writers on the wall. They know the things that the Republicans have done to this country since Trump came back to power. And they know that they are going to lose in the midterms. And so the best thing they can do now is to try, and it's politics, that's okay. They're trying to paint, the Democratic Party in a bad way. Paint Mamdani as a bad person. I'm not making this video to make Mamdani, to portray him as a good person. No, I'm just trying to point out exactly what I see that Fox News, the Republicans, are doing right now, and they've always been doing. This is not the first time they're trying to, paint Mamdani in a bad light, in a bad way. I'll show what Trump said so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
They want to resume the transgender mutilation of our children. They want to restart the war on Christians and churches. And as you saw with the communists elected in New York City recently, they're communists, they're not social democrats.
We can see the same fear tactics they use over and over again. It's the same tactics. They never change. They never evolve.
Democrats. They want to completely destroy the traditional American way of life. Communism is very easy to sell. It destroys everything, but it's very easy. I'll be honest. I think I'd be the greatest communist in history.
The scare tactics.
I give free rent. Ladies and gentlemen, from now on, you don't have to pay any rent. From now on, anybody wants a house, don't worry about it. Just pick the house you want. Everybody gets free food. Everything is free from this point forward. Everyone's going to vote for me. The problem,
I've got to... You see, that's what Trump said. And this is Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson, too, has been very consistent on attacking the Democratic Party. They're scared of the midterms. You can see what Johnson says here. I want you to listen.
Address a very sobering reality that is facing the country. You've been hearing me say for weeks, there are many Mamdanis popping up all around the country. It is a dangerous thing. This is not a joke. We're in a fight right now to save the republic. And every American needs to take this seriously. You need to wake up. This upcoming midterm election is not the midterm elections of years ago.
I think a time is going to come. These tactics is not going to be effective again on Americans. And I wonder what the Republican Party are going to try to do again. What are they going to try to do? Because these tactics, a day is coming, it's not going to work again.
Yeah.
You're seeing in New York City with Mamdani, that is the future. A party that believes in no bail, a party that believes in no jail, a party that believes in no borders.
Come on, how is it possible for a political movement to not believe in a bail system, to not believe in a jail system? Come on, man, Ahmed, how is it possible for you to run a campaign based on these and folks across the country will listen to you? I don't understand. This is one of the reasons why I don't know why people believe them. Who is going to listen to Mac Miller say all this and believe? Part of me believe most folks would not believe what Mac Miller is saying, because it's impossible for you to run a country without having a jail system, without having a bail system, all those things, or without having a border. You have to have a good border to be able to have a good country. It's very important. I don't think any Democrat says otherwise. So these are the things that they tell their viewers, and unfortunately, some of them believe all these things that they tell them. Let's keep watching.
But here's one group they do want to put in jail. They're political enemies. Like good commies, they will not.
Who is putting their political enemies in jail right now? I believe you can answer that question. Who is trying to make others, who is trying to go after their enemies? You probably know the answer. We can see it on the news every time. But Mac Miller, is saying the Democrats are the one trying to do it.
Arrest their criminals. They won't arrest the gang members, but they will arrest their political opposition. That's how society dies, Sean. That's what we're up against now.
And we're going to start.
Now, they are doing all this while the approval rating of Trump is literally under the war. It's literally another war, and not just in America. But across most countries in the world, Trump's approval rating is under the war. Well, I'm not going to bother myself on other countries in the world. I want to focus on America. What exactly are Americans saying? I want you to listen to this first.
Off with tariffs. Take a look here. Okay, the loss to GDP in 2025. Trump's tariffs. Look at this. We're talking about $180 billion. Well, look at this. Look at Trump's approval rating. Look at him. Okay, Trump net approval on the issues, the economy, which was a strength during term number.
You can see exactly what's going on here. Trump tariff cost $180 billion. This is not millions of dollars. This is billions of dollars. Just look at that huge amount of money that could have been very helpful for Americans. But because of Trump tariff, the money is gone. And if you look at Trump's approval rating, it's literally another war. It's another war. And to be honest, I think even with this bad approval rating, some people will still vote for him. That's the thing. Some folks will still vote for him. In June 2018, it was +6. Now it's -20. Foreign policy, -9. Now it's -22. The people of America literally voted for Trump because of the economy, because of the promises that Trump said, he's going to make possible. But now Americans can see that the man is not doing what he promised us. That's why he has -20 in approval rate right now. So all the scare tactics that Republicans are using, a day is going to come in which those folks in the Republican Party will not listen to Fox News again. They won't accept what Fox News is trying to tell them, because by that time, the eyes of everybody is going to be wide open. They will understand the tactics that these folks have been using on them. And by that time, it's never going to work again. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this show, please like and subscribe. Like the show, share it. That's the only way the algorithm can help push this video to lots of people, so we can have this community where we can talk about politics and how to move the country forward. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you in the next one.